What's going on, YouTube? Pistol Pete here. So today I'm bringing in oldie but goodie. So this one is discontinued. I know. I feel bad for you, some of you guys, because I know a lot of these discontinued knives you can't get. I get it. You can find them on secondary market. I picked them up. I found them used on eBay, so they do come up now and then. So just keep your eye out on eBay for these. They do come up, and I highly recommend them. A lot of the ones I get, I recommend. And I don't know why they discontinue them. I guess they didn't think they're that popular. But everyone I know, when I do these videos, say they wish they still were around and still had them. So maybe they'll bring them back. So today, as you could tell by the title, we're going to be talking about the Jarosz Choppa, designed by Jarosz. So this thing is awesome. So K-Bar is the manufacturer, the maker of this. I always thought it was a freaking cool ass looking blade, lightweight, nimble in hand, but yet a tank of a freaking knife. I'll go ahead and put right here list all the specs of it. I'll go over them a little bit briefly. So if you want to pause it, take a look at them. I'm only going to give a few specs on this and go over my thoughts, things like that. So I actually do like this sheath. It's a pretty nice sheath. For K-Bar, there's a huge lanyard hole here for attaching it to your knee, or I guess to anything to pack. It is MOLLE compatible. So you do have that. Nice generous belt loop. Definitely a decent sheath. It's not the best, right? But it's not bad. Does have Velcro back here with a button, so you can actually take it off your belt without taking your belt off. Little button here for fastening. Fairly quiet. It's not too bad. It's very little wiggle when you have it buttoned in there. It does have that plastic insert, that everyone doesn't care for too much, a little bit, but not too bad. All in all, I would say it's a decent sheath. I could recommend this sheath. I don't think it's too bad for a factory K-Bar sheath. I like this better than the newer versions they put out. Let's get into the knife. Look at this freaking thing. Freaking awesome, dude. Take a look at that freaking bad boy. How beautiful is that? I just love the look of this thing. Just freaking amazing. So let's go over some of the specs here. So you have a 9.875 inch blade length. Overall length is 15 inches. This is, again, like I said, it is K-Bar, and it is the Jarosz. So this is Jarosz design, which is awesome. He has a few other ones, the Globetrotter. I've done previous reviews on this tabletop and on the Globetrotter, and freaking awesome. The model number is 7507. You do have a 0.19 inch blade length. Blade thickness, blade stock. So it's fairly thin, but this is 1095 Krovan steel. So for 1095 Krovan, it's lightweight, nimble in hand. Maneuvers. This thing is awesome. It's really good balance on this little knife. I should say little, but slender knife. So you do have a thinner belly here. These handle scales, I'm gonna leave his link right here, are for Carol Custom knife scales. You can go to his website, or you can find him on eBay or on Facebook. Dude, he does some of the best freaking scales in the book. Look at this. Freaking just awesome. All contoured, all nice and grippy, tacky. These are micarta. They feel so much better. And that was the complaint about this knife. So every content creator I've seen that did a review on this, including who was it? Gideon's Tactical. Aaron from Gideon's Tactical, he did a review on this, and everyone's complaint is that it's kind of slick back here, right? The knife tends to ride up on your hand because it had the stock slick plastic handle scales, and those things are like thin, slick plastic, right? So if you get wet, your hand gets sweaty, you get blood in it, it's going to be slippery as hell. With these, you don't have to worry about that now. So Lucas Carroll fixed that with these scales here. And man, this thing just feels so much better in hand now. Look at that. He even contoured the handle, like Coke bottled it a little more here, so it's just a little bit more filling in hand. I think it just feels awesome now. It just feels great. So we're gonna go and put this through the paces and see how it holds up, and see how this black. Because me, if you follow my channel at all, I hate black coated knives. I just hate that crap because 9 times out of 10, this black coating pulls up. At least it's slick the slick black coating. It's not that textured, I forget what they call it, but it's like textured black coating, because that stuff just grabs on material. You have little tiny fragments of wood stuck in it. It pulls up a lot. You see metal anyway here, because you know the whole purpose of coating a knife, I guess, is to protect it, right? Especially for high carbon steels like this. But what's the point of it if it comes off within 3 or 4 uses and you're showing all this metal right here? It's all worn off and showing metal anyways. So in my opinion, I'd rather just strip it all and put bluing on it, and you still got that same protection. We don't have to worry about all this stuff peeling off and peeling back and wearing off. So yeah, my little rant again. I always do that on these videos. Just that's how much I despise black coated knives. And plus, too, you can't strike a ferro out with these black coated knives. So I mean, we don't have to worry about that with this. You know, we're not going to be doing that because obviously it won't do it. But and I forgot to mention here, it does have a pretty nice, generous lanyard hole there. So if you want to strap it to your hand to get a little extra security when you're doing it. To me, with these scales, I don't think I need it anymore. A lanyard for this, because it's just nice and grippy now, nice and textured. All right, let's get started on some testing here. All right, let's start this party off by taking down this branch here. This is that old plum tree that I have in the backyard that's totally dead, totally rotten. It's already all, you can see here, this one I chopped down in my last video. Super dry, hard, just, you could hear it, dead tree. So let's go through this branch and see how it does here. It's a thin branch, so it's boing, 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 boing. It's shaking like crazy, which makes it even harder for chopping, but I think this one will get through it pretty easy. Oh, damn, look at that. Oh, man, you see that there? Right through it. Very, very easy. Man. All right, let's do some 4-foot drops and some hard downward throws. And I tighten these handles myself. These aren't factory handles, so we're not going to check if those are coming loose because I know I tighten them pretty good. But we'll see how balanced it is and how the tip holds up, and see if anything comes loose or deforms or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say, guys. You know what I'm trying to say. Man, that's like an arrow, man. That thing is awesome. Can't wait to throw it. Hit the part of the camera there. Let's try that again. There we go. All right. Let me give it some hard downward throws here. Bam. Oh, shoot. Missed it. Let me go get that. Damage. Nope. I missed it. Hit the freaking other logs and one in the dirt, and no damage though. Try that again here. More than sticking it, missing it is what tells you if anything's gonna break. And of course, Lucas Handle's scales are just, Lucas Carroll's scales held up very well. No nicks, no chips, nothing out of them. So he definitely built those nice and used really good materials for that. Damn, man, it flies pretty good. Let's chop through this old board here and see how fast I can get through it and how it feels in the hand and anything. See any more shock or anything. Just flinging wood. Well, let me get my glasses on here. Don't want any of these wood chips popping up in my eye. One time I was doing this and had a piece of wood pop right and hit me right in the lens of the glasses. I mean, hard, to where it put a big ass scratch in the lens. Also, that'd have been my eyeball if I didn't have my glasses on. So after that, I'm like, nah, I better start wearing glasses. Oh man, that's why they call this the chopper. Chops like a dream. Look at that. Look at that. Damn, right through it. And to be honest, no shock. I don't feel it slipping out of my hand. I don't feel nothing going, nothing like it's going to come loose. Like it's going to come flying. Very ergonomic grip. Very ergonomic grip. The grip itself wasn't the problem. It was the texturing that makes it feel like it's going to slip out of your hand. And that's just the material, the grip material. But this micarta that Lucas made, oh, just awesome. Look at that. Just busting material. Just busting it. Bam! Let's see how this bad boy feather sticks here for some fire starting. So it does have a fat, generous choil right here. And I am a fan of choils. I know some people hate them. You either hate them or love them. I like them. I think they're awesome. I think they also give another look to the knife too. Aesthetically, it looks pretty cool. But just functionality-wise, it works great too. I like it. It gets you really close up to the edge. So let's see. Let's do some feather sticking on this old wood here. Again, a lot of my stuff is dry. I know I say it in every video, but it's true, guys. I ain't lying to you. It's dry old shit. So getting really good feathers on this stuff is kind of hard, but I mean, I could do it though. And you see a lot of shit's falling off onto the log here, and it's falling on the floor. So, but again, if you had to, just pick all that up and throw it around your wherever you're gonna start your fire. It works, right? I mean, it probably works even better since it's so dry. Look at that. I mean, it's definitely creating the little acrylic hues. Yeah, see that? Choke all the way up here like that. Man, get right up against the edge. Feels really comfortable. Nice and balanced. I mean, it doesn't feel like it's, look at that. I mean, it's just right and balanced, right where you're going to be. So you don't feel like it's, even though it's a big, long blade, since it's slender and it's not super thick, it feels nice and nimble in your hand. It doesn't feel like a big, huge chopper. And you saw that chop through that log. So it is a great chopper, but, I mean, tell me, guys, look at that. Nice little acrylic hues there. Look at that. All right, let's go ahead and baton through some stuff here. So I forgot to show you guys in the last couple clips, man, my mind's everywhere right now. But the tip, absolutely no damage, straight as an arrow when I was doing the throwing at the log. No damage to the edge at all. I just like showing that. I just totally forgot. It's dirty. That black coating is getting a little worn. Like I said, that's why I hate black coated knives. But all in all, it's not super bad. It's not that bad. But the edge, razor sharp still. I don't feel any warps. There's no chipping at all on the edge. No rolling that I could see. So far, so good. So let's get into some batoning and see how it holds up here. So we'll start with this here. You know what? Let me pull you guys up a little bit here. There we go. So you guys can see the whole thing, the whole enchilada. All right. Easy peasy. Hear that cracking? That was easy. Let's get another piece here. Man, too easy. Too easy. Damn. Come on. Let's try this one. This one's some dry, old, hard, twisted crap, too, here. I mean, let's see how this goes through it. Oh, man. I feel that. Look at that. Damn. Oh. Even actually, look at that. How knotted and how freaking twisted that shit is. And it still made it through pretty good. Let's finish it off on this side. Oops. Get it a little better. Here we go. Man, this is some knotted crap too. Look at that. Talk about putting the knife through the paces and putting it through the ringer. Man. Ah, yeah. Look at that. Straight through that freaking huge fat knot. Ah. Bam. Okay, let's take a look at that edge. Nope. No warping. No chips. No rolls. Still freaking razor sharp. Hear that? Whew. Just that coating's getting all jacked up. But other than the coating, holding up phenomenally. Oh, and the handles, nice and tight, no issues. Let's throw in some water hose cutting. Just standard water hose, nothing special, but I'll show you how sharp this little edge is. Bam! A little bit of effort, but right through it. Look at that. This sucker is sharp. Let's feather stick that water hose. All right, I have this dog bag. You know, I already used it a few times on different knives, but just kind of shows, because it's made out of that real thick, durable plastic. This has to hold 44 pounds of dog food, so it's made pretty tough. So let's look at how sharp it is, you know. And mind you, this is the used edge. This isn't a new edge. I didn't sharpen it. And this is after all the testing. Look at that. After all the testing, cutting through it like butter. Look at that. Slicing right through that stuff, man. Easy. Look at that. She is sharp, even after all that batoning and cutting up stuff and chopping through stuff. No damage at all to the edge, and it's still freaking pretty damn sharp. All right, now one of my favorite part of the testing videos, throwing them. Let's see how this baby flies. I mean, so far, it feels like it's going to be a good flyer. No issues at all. Let's see. Bam! Look at that. Nice in there. Let's do that again here. Oh, not enough gusto. Not enough gusto, guys. Let's do that again. Bam, there we go. Man, it gets in there deep. Let's see. Any tip deformation or bending or anything? Let's see. Nope. Straight as an arrow still. That 1095 Crovant's pretty good stuff, though, so I don't see that happening. Let me move you guys right here. Okay. Bam. All right, let's do some half spins. All right, get you guys back here. Grabbing it by the blade. Do some half spins, see how it flies. Bam. Not bad. Let's try to get it a little bit higher on the log. Okay. Go a little further back, too. All right, let's do it. Bam! That thing flies great. Just bitching. Yeah, look how much that's in there. Holy crap! You guys seeing that? Stuck in there, freaking deep. Yep. All right, let's see here. Okay, so no issues. Handle still on nice and tight. No issues with the tip. Still straight as a freaking arrow. Yep. No tip bending. Like I said, that 1095, man, that's some good stuff. Okay, let's do some downward stabs here. With the original skills, I would be a little bit more nervous because it was so slick, that thick, slick plastic. But since with these Lucas Carroll skills that have nice texturing and contour just got right, I'm a little bit more, have a little more confidence. Has a little bit of a swell here to keep you away from, then you got this choil too to keep you away from the edge. So if your hand did slip, you'd hopefully catch in the choil, not on the blade. But it does have this little part here you can put your thumb up on. So let's give some downward stabs. Oh yeah. No, that ain't going nowhere. Yeah. Just a great. Nah, your hand ain't slipping. I mean, if you had to do some hard downward stabs, nah, you ain't. You're not slipping off that knife. That's on there. That's on there good. Man, no, it's you could stab downward with confidence with this freaking knife with the handle skills on there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes my review on this Jarosz Choppa by K-Bar. You guys saw it, man. This is why it's one of my favorite knives, man. This thing is so badass. Super lightweight in hand. No fatiguing at all on the wrist when chopping or when and I always do, like I said, I would tell you guys this, I always do a little bit of testing too off camera after I'm done just to do extra. I love chopping, but you know, I love knives. I do this because I love it, not because I have to, because I want to, because I love doing it. So I did some chopping off camera, and it chops so good. This thing is so, for being so thin, it holds up to the name. It might be because of this. The grind on it, you know, it just makes it a super awesome chopper, even though it's thinner and lighter in weight. Super nimble in hand, super fast. Well, you guys saw it. Chop through logs pretty easy. Chop that branch off. Batons really well. So the length, so you got a lot of real estate for batoning. So you can go way out here with decent sized logs. I mean, within reason, right? You're not gonna be chopping freaking through huge ass logs and trying to baton with that, right? Then you need a big ass axe. But for camp tasks, things like that, this is plenty efficient for what you need. You know, it's gonna hold up great. And it's just all around, it's badass knife. I love it. I absolutely love it. And the coating held up actually very well, surprisingly. And I hate black coated knives, and even this I still don't like it, but it is not bad. This one is one of the better ones. Usually it all pulls up and you see a bunch of metal. Look at that. It's still really, I mean, you can see some, if you put on the light there, you can see some wear, but still black coated. It didn't pull up and show all the raw metal underneath. It still has the black coating on it. So the coating held up really well for all that batoning, that dry, hard, dense wood. No damage at all to the spine. It's all nice and clean, no dents, no nicks, nothing in the spine. The tip, absolutely straight as a freaking arrow. Let's look at that. Straight as an arrow, no damage. There was I cleaned it up, obviously you can see there. I took all that because there's a lot of stuck particles of wood, which again, the coating does that, holds wood. I had to get my finger and try to chip some of this stuck wood to it, but no coating came off. Just the wood, just stuck particles of wood. That's it. Handles, Lucas Carroll's handles held up absolutely amazing, even with missing the log and throwing it on the ground and hitting other logs and dirt pretty hard. You guys saw that. Ping, rick shit off, hit the ground. It fell a few times actually. No damage at all to his handle scales. Everything is super. They're still nice and tight on there, which I tightened them. So yeah, no damage at all anywhere within the whole system of the handle scales. So they're a good material. You know, he uses, you know, pretty good damn material here, obviously, for the canvas micarta. I don't know, and then. So, you know, no issues there, no cracks nowhere. 10 out of 10. For me, it's 10 out of 10. This thing is awesome, man. Awesome. Especially if you're going long hikes and you're worried about weight. This thing, you still got best of all the worlds. You still got great chopping. You still can get up and do fine work and do close carving. Great for throwing if you need to throw it. It's long enough to do what you need to do, but it's nimble and light enough to do, to be able to carry and to do light tasks, you know, stuff that you're not going to be need a super huge heavy chopper for. I don't know why they got rid of this. And then with these grips, I was gonna say with Lucas Carroll custom handle grips, I had no hot spots, no shock, no reverberation in the hand. I didn't feel like I was gonna slip at any time and fly out of my hand. I'd have to keep readjusting my grip when I was chopping. I have to keep going up. You know, I see some people, they're sliding up and they have to keep going upward on it. Me, at my hand where I put it, that's where it stayed the whole time. I didn't have to keep adjusting, nothing. So with this setup, with those grips, 10 out of 10. This thing is freaking awesome, man. Highly recommend it. If you can find one of these on the secondary market, pick it up. It's well worth it. You won't be disappointed. I guarantee it. All right, guys, that's it for this one. Please like, subscribe, share, and until next knife, gun, or whatever.